Hey, this is the Bouncy Channel, and I'm doing a review of episode 2 of season 3 of Lucifer, like that, in my opinion and thoughts of it. Well, it starts off, Lucifer about to make love to a beautiful woman, and his angel ring pops out. And then the girl's like, oh, it's okay, that's sexy. And he makes a joke about, oh, I don't usually pee, shoots out my wings, sorely. So that's not a big thing. And she's like, oh, I put the double wings thing, calls up, we have a little cosplay sex. So he's like, nah, I'm good, you can go. So he put the cup in his wing with a little knife, but no. It cuts off to the next scene. Basically, he's talking to his shrink. Him and his shrink were talking. It's not healthy, Lucifer, for you to keep cutting your wings off like that. That's very bad for you to do. You need to deal with your issues in a different way. And he's like, no, this guy, Mr. Cinnamon, is basically losing everything. It makes me who I am, like that. My backhanded deal, my favor for people, like that. My true essence. And he's like, you didn't make back-end deals for people. You didn't do full favors. I was like, you didn't invent that. You haven't been doing that for a while. So if somebody pick up the slack and do it for you, it's not a big deal. He's like, yes, it is. That's my job. That's my gig. That's who I am. So it switched off to basically, he goes to the station. He was talking to the detective back and forth, and then the captain of the police force comes in. He's like, I have a new case for you to look at. They talk a little bit. Then they switch over to the next scene. They look at the freaking crime scene where the murder's at, and they're doing some stuff. The one doctor from the police office look at some stuff. He's like, "Oh, this guy's a comedy guy. He just." And this guy just finds some YouTube about the victim, and supposedly he's accusing this comedy show of stealing all his materials, and they threaten to kill him. Well, they go back to the station, like that. And without talking about what they were doing about the interview with the comedy guy, let's see what his action and all the facts, see if he's the murder. So we switch off to a Matterall, Lucifer's brothers at the bar. He's drinking a little bit, doing his thing, having fun. And Lucifer's freaking shrink is there, talking about, oh, I appreciate you saving my life. That's very nice of you. They go back and forth, and she's like, I feel so you have your power back. He's like, no, I don't have a power back. It was a one-time thing, She's like, oh, that must be horrible. He's like, no, God's testing me, and I'm going to prove him right. And she's like, if anything I can do to help you out, I gladly will. He's like, oh, well, you could do something for me tonight to help me out. He's like, okay, thank you. So switch off to Lucifer, and the detective going to talk in the station like that. And the doctor girl is a very fan of the show. So like, can I come with you guys to interview the one guy? He's like, Lucifer's okay. So they go to the show. The guy was a complete douchebag. He's being a dick. And then he's like, no, I have more important things to do. So he does his little show. It's a stupid puppet show. I kind of thought it was boring. He kind of dragged the episode a little bit. Lucifer flips out. He's like, you stole your freaking comedy show, your comedy stuff, from someone else. You basically stole his essence. You stole his life. And like basically taking, because what the Cinnamon is doing to him is basically what he did to the comedy guy, Still what he represent. Still his thing. So they're going back and forth. He pulls a basket of puppets, pull one out. One of the puppets has a pistol in it. Didn't know it goes off. Hits the dude in the arm. And then everybody thought he's dead, but he's okay. And then Lucifer loses his mind trick to basically get the guy to the fest. He's like, yes, I did steal his jokes. I'm ashamed. I never wanted to be a puppet guy. This is an embarrassment. I hate this job. He's like, Lucifer's like, why do you do this job? He's like, I do it for the money. I love the money. And I want the guy to expose me for a fake, because that would end my whole career, and I would still get a good paycheck at the way out. And then his manager goes, how dare you admit to this, and walks out all pissed. Set up to the next point. You see the detective's ex-husband get called into basically the captain's office. He's like, hey, I need you basically to tell me all the information what you found out about Lucifer, because I know you looked him up. I know you checked him out because you used to be the detective's freaking husband like that. And I want every dirt you know about freaking Lucifer on him in an hour on my desk. And this guy's like, okay, cool. And then later on, you see freaking Emmanuel and Lucifer's freaking shriek at the freaking apartment. They're basically bagging up some like angel wings, like that, and like Manuel's like this. The thing is, he doesn't want this, but I really want this back. But hey, I have to deal with this. I have to be my brother's keeper. I have to. make sure nobody finds this like that. All this and the freaking like the girl, Lucifer freaking shrink. It's like I thought that this magically goes away after you cut off the wings. He's like, nope, a lot different. So they go back and forth about. You see the inner pain he has to suffer. It's like his brother has all his abilities like that. He lost everything, but he still has to cover his brother's shit and help him out, you know. And you see the pain in his storyline. So they talk about a little bit of that, and then switch over back to Lucifer. Well, Lucifer is talking to the detective and the detective's ex-husband, and they're like, well, is one guy, maybe the guy they're making fun of, like the jokes is about, maybe he's the killer. They're like, let's say a mission, like they say, who can be a comedy guy? And like, oh, you can do it. You do improv. It's like, improv is different from comedy. So they have the detective freaking ex-husband do the improv thing, making jokes about guys with small penis at this restaurant. And he's blowing it. He sucks. He's just messing up. And then freaking Lucifer starts making fun of sticking up the guy with small penis and like that. And like, it's a medical thing. It's not a big deal. Making fun, like, being very funny. And then like, the guy, detective's husband, like, you ruined the whole mission. Like, I was supposed to do this, and like, Lucifer, like, you ruined it for not being funny and not doing your job right. So like, I stuck up for him. So pretty soon he's going to talk to me. 2 months later, the guy with the micro penis walks up and goes, I appreciate you sticking up for people with micro penises like that. That was not funny what he was doing. And he's like, Lucifer's like, oh, do you want me to pull his pants down or what? I found him the micro penis guy. And then the detective girl's like this, well, I'm going to take you back to the station. So they interrogate him at the station, and they found out, like, he's like this, hey, I didn't kill him, you know. Yes, I was mad at him because, like, me and him used to make comedy together, and one of the thinking around, and like all the comedy girls used to mess with both of us, and then some of the girls told him, but, you know, he made jokes about me, but I realized how shitty his life was, and how he wasn't going anywhere, so I forgave him. I wish the best for him. Wasn't even mad at him. I was like, fuck him. So Lucifer loses his trick and know he was telling the truth. Well, it hits after that scene. Lucifer goes back to his apartment, like that. He's like calling up the demon girls, like, I need you to basically find who Mr. Cinnamon is and where he's at. Well, you see the captain of the freaking police force come in and like, you need to leave. I don't know who you are really. He's like, oh, Lucifer's like, really? Everybody knows I'm a devil now, huh? And he goes, no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about that, but you're not freaking Cinnamon, you're a stupid idiot. He's like, what'd you call me? You need to leave this Cinnamon. I had a run-in with him. He's very dangerous. He killed somebody I loved. Personally, I think the captain is still Mr. Cinnamon. He was saying like how he's like, this guy's a drug lord or a gangster. He's been investigating him, and like, at the whole conversation they're having, they decided to work together like that to basically stop this guy. I think the captain is still freaking Mr. Cinnamon, and I think he's following him a bone and thinks he from off his trail, you know, because he's not on trail, but he's basically following him a trail anymore. So the next thing you see, Lucifer basically at the station, they decide to basically go talk to the guy again, you know, late at night. You know, the comedy guy, they go to the comedy stack place. They're in the building. The detective and Lucifer walks around. They see all these weird puppet things, and they find the guy who does the comedy like that, the fake guy, unconscious, knocked out. And the detective's like, oh, it's okay, what happened? And the guy's like this, oh my god, she had a pistol, she was so pissed off, we had to tell the truth. The girl, the manager, basically threatened to shoot him. She runs off, Lucifer finds her on top of the stage, I was talking to her, she's like, you helped him steal that other guy's life. And she's like, no, a joke is a joke, everybody has a joke. Is what you do with it. And Lucifer doesn't realize, because the whole time this case has been kind of like him. Somebody stole, basically this one guy stealing his identity and doing like thinking like favors people, basically being the devil. He's taking his spotlight, and he realizes like this, oh my god, you're right. Is what you do with your thing, and I haven't been doing my job like that, and then somebody else is taking my place. It's like, it's really not their fault. It's me. It's what you do with it. And he realizes it was him. So he knocks at the girl, blah blah blah, she's knocked out, she's arrested, like that, and then it goes back to freaking Emmanuel and the freaking the shrink like that. And like they're about to burn the freaking thing in the garbage can. And she's like, oh, I thought it'd be a little different, I thought it'd be more cooler. And she's like, no, I was like, no, it's nothing. And she's like, this must be so painful for you doing this. He's like, you know, for some reason everything Lucifer does hurt me like that. He really fucks me over every time, and like this, it's hard dealing with him. And Marrow's, he's talking about his feeling, his own journey, and I think he should be a dean now. He was did in season 2, but he realized the freaking counselor girl, Shrink. She's like, maybe Lucifer is your test. Maybe it's your job to help your brother out to become a better person like that. To help him in his own journey. And Marrow's like, that's right. That is the test, probably. God wants me to make my brother a better person. God's testing me with him like that. And he's testing my vow of this. I know the test and I will pass it, you know? So, that got to, he finally realized what's going on. And I have a theory he will be a demon and get all his power by the end of the season. I think so too. So, Lucifer goes back. He basically, the captors won because basically the guy who killed the guy in the beginning was basically mad because the dude was smashing his woman. And so he's like, fuck it. Okay, he smashed my woman, hell with it. That's it. And then Lucifer sits back. You know, he's like, oh, who wants their favor done? You know? And it ends like that. Basically, he's doing favors for people now. So I was like, cool, awesome. I think the Cinnamon might be like one of Lucifer's like freaking kids he doesn't know about. And I think, because I think it would be awesome if it's his kid, because like that he never knew. It would mirror his relationship with his father like that. You know, a little different, but it would mirror like the neglect thing and the hatred like that. I think that instead of being God's basically brother, it'd be more cool if it had more and more like Lucifer's like kid or ascendant like that. So subscribe to me, tell me what you like, tell me your thoughts on the episodes and my review, and you have a great weekend.